What up? We're back. Today it's the division ranks and where your shitty team lies in the ranks of the divisions. So let's start off with the hardest. The Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders. AFC West. Insane. Very hard. Hard schedules all around. The Chiefs can easily be the number one seed here, obviously. 2 Super Bowls recently. The GOAT, Patrick Mahomes. But with the hardest schedule they have, and they have 7 weeks of playing like the hardest quarterbacks, they're gonna slip up on some of those games, and they might finish first, but there's a chance that they don't. So I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs being second in the AFC West and the Chargers being first because the level of difficulty they play. Chargers do have a hard schedule, I believe, but not as hard as the Chiefs. I think Mahomes is great, but I also think Herbert is almost, maybe not as great, but like he has the skill set. And if everything works perfectly, coaching, they could still be first seed in the AFC West. Moving on. Another hard division, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, and that's it because the Patriots are non-competitive. AFC East, of course, is really hard. I would rank that like second, tied with the AFC North. But because like they also have like a bunch of like the Steelers, like a bunch of Super Bowls, but not competitive right now. Same thing as the Patriots. But the Bills, we're gonna be the number one seed. Maybe, just kidding. I don't know. It's bias, obviously, but the same way that the Chiefs can be second, the same way the Dolphins can potentially get the first seed, it's possible. But I don't think Tua has it in him. I just don't. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers has it in him to be, this could happen. This could happen. I just don't see this happening. I just don't see that happening. They just got their quarterback. They have yet to play a game. He's old and withering away. So I just don't believe that he can just get the number one AFC East, spot. Like I just don't see. They have a hard schedule too, so it's like I just don't see them getting there. I just don't. They have a good roster, but they beat us one time. I'm not convinced. But this can happen. I'm not really sure. But for right now, I'm gonna leave the Jets at second. The rest is perfect. AFC North, we got Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. I can see this happening. Maybe even this, but no. I know Joe Burrow is, great as long as he doesn't get hurt. Same with all these other quarterbacks. As long as no star player quarterback gets hurt, this should be how it ends. If Lamar falls off a cliff and just doesn't, have it in him anymore for some whatever reason, because when you get older, it's the mobility. Your mobility slightly declines more and more you get older. He's not old, but you just lose that eventually you get to a certain age where you lose that jolt, that speed, and that quickness and agility. And I just wonder how long it'll stay with Lamar. He did just get signed, so hope he doesn't get hurt. If he gets hurt, this is where the Ravens are going to be. If he doesn't get hurt, they could be here. If he doesn't get hurt and has another MVP season, he can be here. There's too many factors, but this is how I like that division to go. Moving on to NFC East. I'm confused on the NFC East. It could be this. It could be this. It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs, but hardest schedule. That's why it kind of evens it out. It's not an easy lock to put the Eagles at first. I don't like the Cowboys, but I don't think they have that hard of a schedule. But it is a tough schedule, so I'm not sure if they can get the first seed just like that either. But just because recency bias, I'll put the Eagles first, Dallas second, Giants third, and then NFC North, we got the Lions, they're proving that they're good and all, but they just don't have, like, they have Jared Goff, right? Like, it's like, he's good, but he's not an elite quarterback. He's not gonna take him too deep in the playoffs, obviously, I don't think. But the Vikings can be their only competition, I feel like. Maybe the Bears, but they just got their roster, and they're gonna have to start, like, getting chemistry down. But these teams have chemistry down, so it's going to be one or the other. But I like the Lions to win the NFC North. On to the AFC South. Colin Cowherd, his boy, the Jags. We're going to keep him there for now because Trevor Lawrence, he's been dealing. He's been showing that he deserves to be in the top 10, top-ish, 5-ish, maybe, quarterbacks. The Richardson quarterback, Colts just got, that he can light it up. Don't know how it's going to go. CJ Stroud, he can light it up. Don't know how it's going to go. I think Will Levis went to the Titans. So I don't think they all start right away. I think they all get eventually their own starting periods, but this is just up for grabs. But it looks like it's going to be the Jags that get that pretty easily. The NFC South, I like the Saints to just take it. The Falcons will keep it competitive, and Baker Mayfield will just be around 500. These are just easy to wrap up and just say the guy with the most experience, Derek Carr, is probably going to take that division. I don't really know the Panthers too well, to be honest, to judge how their season's going to go. I just don't think they have too many good players, so we're going to leave them in the back. And then this is like the easiest division to wrap up. I mean, the Niners. Trey Lance might be able to be a stud all of a sudden because he's had so many years to just prepare. That roster is loaded to the brim with talent. So yeah, they're going to take that division. The Cardinals can also put up a fight, but if Kyler Murray stays off video games and just dials in and can see over his own offensive line, they can also be the number one seed in the NFC West. But they're not. So we're going to go Niners, probably Cardinals. It could be Seahawks, but I don't really believe in Geno Smith too well. So we're going to go Kyler, and then Geno, and then the Rams. And that's the division ranks. All right, next we have to talk about Colin Cowherd. What is Colin Cowherd on right now? Just watch this.
Makes it a little harder. Jags are going to be the number one seed in the AFC. He called the Eagles last year. I'm calling the Jags this year.
I don't. He is the hot take central guy. Like, he's the guy that's just like, okay, so it's off season. I'm just gonna come up with the most insane comment, just so I can say, like, if it happens, I was right. But the Jags are not gonna be the number one AFC team in the AFC Championship. Like, they're not gonna be there. I don't think they're gonna represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. They might have an easier schedule than the teams that should be there. Not Cincinnati, not Buffalo, not Kansas City. You're just going to go straight... Oh, and not even the Chargers. You're going to go straight to the Jags. This tweet was literally just for Jags fans to, like, retweet and favorite. There was no reason to put the Jags above any of those teams. And this guy gets paid to make sports opinions. So... that's insane. I don't know. That's just... like, I like Colin Cowherd. I watch him, but, like, this take is terrible. And it's like, I'm reporting it for false information, straight up. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, maybe not that. Alright, we won't do that. But I'm just saying, that's some bullshit, alright? That's some fucking bullshit. But moving on, I think even Jags fans know this. Emmanuel Acho you also get paid to make sports opinions. Bro is saying the Bills peaked. What's so scary about the Bills? That's a very generic thing about the Bills. I get it. But let's see what he actually said, okay? His top 5 AFC teams: Chiefs, Dolphins, Bengals, Ravens, Jets, with a team that just got their quarterback and didn't even play yet. And they're already top 5. And they didn't even play yet. I have no clue what Emmanuel Acho is on. I have no clue how much he gets paid either, because it's like, you on paper, yeah, sure, on paper. But like, when the Bills had Calvin Benjamin and like all these random people like Shady McCoy, it was just a bunch of names on paper. I think we had like one person that was like, yeah, they could be like top 10, top 5, and then everyone's like, no, bro, it's on paper. Here we are again, but this time he has him at 5. I picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl last year and Josh Allen MVP. I think the Dolphins, Jets, and Ravens all got better this offseason. Not sure about the Bills. We just got a Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the draft. And we can talk about, it's if he lives up to his potential, sure. I mean, the dude is huge. Like, I think he's going to live up to the potential. And that immediately creates nightmares for matchups all throughout offenses. Defenses. Like, you can't guard him. You can't guard Dawson Knox. You can't guard Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis. Like, there are so many, like Josh Allen, James Cook. Like, they're going to find a way to move the ball every time. And to think that he thinks that they're not a top 5 AFC team, the Jets are better, and that we didn't get any better. Like, okay, bro, that's fine. That's cool. But you're wrong. Like, this is insane. The Dolphins at 2. What have the Dolphins... They literally got bounced by us. We bounced the Dolphins in the playoffs. Why are they number 2? What did they do so much better to make them the number 2 offense in the toughest of it, like, AFC? I don't know, bro. It's Emmanuel Acho, bro. It's Emmanuel Acho. And then the Jets. Like, come on, bro. Like, not even the Chargers. Not even the Bills. The Bills be 6. Bro. These are people that get paid to make sports opinions, bro. Paid. And I'm out here, like, doing this for free, giving out absolute locks, giving out real opinions, real facts. Like this. Straight facts. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it. Emmanuel Acho, Colin Cowherd, then you retire. That's just blasphemy. That you can just come up with a hot take and not even explain it, really. I mean, you can't explain Dolphins at 2. That's just like, that's laughable. I mean, I'm reporting that too. That's ridiculous. But I will see you guys in the next information video. Dude, I can't even report. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. But appreciate you for watching. Subscribe and like, comment. Come on, goats, keep it up for the NFL season. We're gonna be dropping locks and making fun of Emmanuel Acho and Colin Cowherd all year long. Oh, and probably Nick Wright too, of course. So, peace out.